there, fellow gun lovers. If you're anything like me, you've probably noticed something weird lately. Ammo shelves are full, but no one's buying. It's like walking into a buffet where the food's just sitting there, untouched. What gives well? The ammo market's in a slump, and it's not because we've lost interest. Nope, it's because wallets are tighter than a new holster. Let's break it down. No fluff, just real talk from one shooter to another. Oh, and before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that like button and follow Survival Gear Showcase. We're all about keeping it real. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for what's coming. You walk into your local gun shop, and it hits you like a slap from a recoil pad. Shelves that were emptier than a politician's promises a few years back are now stacked to the ceiling. 9mm, 22 LR, 223, even 308 just sitting there, collecting dust. No lines, no frenzy, sometimes even on sale. And online. Same story. Click through your go-to sites, and it's like the panic's over, but the buyer's ghosted. Word on the street is ammo sales are tanking, and the reason's simple: Americans are broke. Now, if you're 45, 55, or north of 60, this ain't your first rodeo. You've seen the booms, the busts, and the panic buys that made Black Friday look like a church picnic. Remember 2008. A certain election had everyone grabbing 223 and 45 ACP like it was the end of days. Then 2013 post-Sandy Hook. 9mm was rarer than a unicorn. And don't get me started on 2020 COVID. Riots. And 5.56 was scarcer than a clean Glock after a mud run. Back then, a 50-round box of 9mm cost as much as a steak dinner, and not the cheap kind. But now, in 2025, the script's flipped. The National Shooting Sports Foundation says ammo sales are down nearly 20% from their pandemic peak. Walk into Cabela's or scroll through Midway USA pallets of 308 stacks of 12 gauge, even the once mythical 300 Blackout. Just chilling. Retailers aren't selling, they're begging. 30 cents a round for solid 9mm, that's not a sale, that's a cry for help. Over on forums like AR15.com and The High Road, guys like us are all saying the same thing: ammo's sitting. Even the bulk deals we used to pounce on like coyotes on a prairie dog. Don't get me wrong, having ammo in stock is great. No more begging your buddy for a box of 380 ACP to keep your EDC fed. But why aren't we buying? Is it just empty wallets and bad inflation? Or is something else cooking? Let's cut to the chase. Why are those ammo shelves looking like a ghost town? You've been around long enough to know shooting isn't just a hobby. It's a lifestyle, a passion, and for many of us, it's how we back up the Second Amendment with more than just lip service. But in 2025, the economy's hitting us where it hurts right in the wallet. Inflation's been a beast. That grocery run that used to cost as much as a decent holster now rivals the price of a new optic. Gas. It's eating the cash you'd rather spend on 308 for your deer rifle. And if you're on a fixed income, every dollar's a choice range time or real-life bills. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says inflation's around 4 or 5%. But let's be real, your truck's tank, your grocery cart, your heating bill feel like they've doubled. Wages not keeping up. So, that extra cash for a few hundred rounds of 9 or a new scope for your AR for a lot of folks, it's just not there. I'm not saying you're the type to flinch at hard times you've seen worse, but when a 50-round box of 45 ACP still runs $25 on sale, and you've got to choose between that or fixing the AC, the range starts feeling like a luxury, not a weekend ritual. Hop on the High Road or our guns thread after thread. Guys like you saying, I'd love to shoot more, but the budget's tight. Some are skipping range days altogether, dry firing in the garage, or running reload drills with snap caps just to stay sharp without burning powder. And it's not just ammo. Reloading components, primers, powder, brass are still pricey. If you can find them, range fees are climbing. And if you're way out in the sticks, driving to a decent range costs as much as a box of match-grade ammo. Hunters feel it too: tags, gear, camo upgrades. None of that's getting cheaper. Bottom line, the whole shooting lifestyle's caught in a vice. And this economy's turning the screw. But let's be real, it's not just about being broke. The panic buying madness of 2020-2021, that storm's past. Nobody's thinking shelves will go dry overnight. Back then, every headline felt like the world was ending, and folks were buying ammo like it was toilet paper. You probably stocked up deep. Those ammo cans in your garage are still half full from those $500 bulk case deals you snagged during lockdown. And it's not just you. Manufacturers like Federal, Winchester, and Remington ramped up hard to meet demand. And now they're sitting on stacks. Rounds are boxed, barcoded, and collecting dust. Here's the kicker. Fewer new shooters are coming in. That wave of first-time gun owners from the COVID era. It's slowed to a crawl. So, mix seasoned shooters who are already stocked with fewer rookies walking through the door, plus factories pumping out more ammo than the market's absorbing, and boom, that's your stagnant shelf. But don't get it twisted, the economic squeeze is still the big one. It's punching through every layer of the gun community, from three-gun competitors to the weekend shooter who just wants to run a few mags through his carry gun. Ammo's sitting not because we've lost interest, but because we're choosing between primers and propane. So, what's all this mean for us? For the ranges? And for the rights? We're all trying to protect ammo sales don't just slow down and stop at the shelf, they ripple out, hitting everyone from the factory floor to your favorite firing line. Let's break it down. First, the manufacturers. Companies like Hornady, Federal, and Remington aren't running charity drives, they're businesses. When ammo stops moving, they feel it fast. The NSSF says production's still cranked from the 2020 boom, but demand's nowhere near catching up. That leads to layoffs, slower lines, and sometimes cutting corners. You've seen it budget ammo that runs dirtier than a Mosin bolt in winter. Fewer sales also mean fewer premium loads, like those match-grade 308 rounds you trust for long-range work or the Plus B hollow points you carry daily. Now, retailers, big dogs like Brownells, Midway, even your local mom-and-pop shop, they need steady turnover. When ammo sits, they slap on sale stickers, but that eats their margins alive. The little guys, those dusty counters with old-school holsters and reloading gear behind glass, don't have the runway to survive this slowdown. Online sellers are flooding AR15.com with discount codes and clearance bundles, but if things don't bounce back, some might disappear for good. Good luck finding your favorite 300 Win Mag when that happens. And the ranges. You know the feeling pulling in, smelling burnt powder, hearing that distant ping on steel. That's not just weekend therapy. It's an industry, and it's hurting. Folks are cutting back. A single range day runs $50 in ammo plus fees. Some are staying home, and rural spots are getting hit hardest. If those places close, you're stuck dry firing in the garage or praying your backyard backstop holds up and explaining the noise to your neighbors. Yeah, good luck with that. Here's the kicker. This ain't just about business. It hits our community, our identity, our Second Amendment, when shooters stop showing up, when rounds aren't being bought, when fewer new folks join in. The industry that funds groups like the NRA or GOA gets weaker. Weaker funding means weaker pushback against gun grabs, magazine bans, and anti-2A nonsense. If this trend keeps up, we don't just lose ammo and ranges, we lose leverage. This isn't panic talk, it's real, and it's already happening. Buy smart ammo deals are out there. Good news, ammo prices are dropping. Online retailers like Midway USA, Palmetto State Armory, and Lucky Gunner are posting deals that feel like a throwback to pre-crazy times. Think 9mm under 30 cents a round or 223 close behind. If you've got some spare cash, grab a case of your favorite caliber, say 1,000 rounds of 5.56 or 308. Just don't go overboard and buy more than you'll shoot in a year. I've made that mistake stockpiling like the world's ending, only to find half of it gathering dust while I'm still begging for range time. Want to stretch your dollar? Check out AmmoSeek. It's a search engine for ammo deals. Plug in your caliber, and it scours the web for the best prices. Local gun shops can surprise you too. Many will match online deals to clear inventory. I've haggled with my guy enough times to score a free magazine or two. One catch, store it right. Cool, dry. Sealed containers are your ammo's best friend. Nothing ruins a range day like pulling out rusty 45 ACP. Reload, it's like cooking. But with gunpowder, reloading's a game changer if you're willing to dive in. Primers and powder are still pricey, but they're more available than during the 2020 chaos. A pound of Hodged & Varget can load hundreds of .308 rounds, saving you a bundle compared to factory ammo. New to it, start with a basic setup. Lee Precision's single-stage press kit is under $200 and gets the job done. Hit up forums like the High Road for load data and Tips Shooters. There are dialing sub-MOA groups on a budget. Think of reloading like cooking. Follow the recipe, measure carefully, and don't improvise until you know the ropes. I've seen a friend blow a primer trying to hot rod his .357 Magnum with a little extra powder. Spoiler, it was a mess. Stick to published data, and you'll save money while stacking brass like a pro. Range time on a budget. Dry fire like a pro. Range trips add up fast ammo. Fees. Gas. It's a wallet burner. But you don't need live rounds every time. Dry fire's free and effective. Set up a spot at home. Run reload drills. Or practice your draw Glock, SIG, whatever you carry. A laser trainer around $50 kicks it up a notch. I've logged hours in my living room swapping mags. My wife thinks I'm nuts. But my splits don't lie. When you do go live. Lean on. 22 LR. A brick of 500 rounds still runs under $40 if you shop around. My Ruger 1022's been getting more love than my AR lately. It's cheap, fun, and keeps my fundamentals tight. Plus, it's quiet enough for backyard plinking without the neighbors dialing 911. Lean on your crew. Community is key. Your gun buddies are gold right now. Trade ammo, swap some 12-gauge for 9mm and keep the chatter alive. Local ranges and shops need you too. Drop by, grab a coffee, spend a few bucks. I've got a friend with a garage gun shop buys, sells, trades, always has a brew going. These spots are the soul of our culture. Don't let them fade. And here's the bigger picture. A struggling industry makes it easier for anti-gun folks to pounce. Support the fight. Join the NRA, Second Amendment Foundation, or GOA. Even $25 helps. We're in this together, and every bit counts. Wrap it up. Keep shooting. Keep fighting. Ammo sales are down, but we're not out. Shelves are full. Ranges are quiet. And the industry's feeling the pinch. But you're still here cleaning your 1911 running drills and believing in your rights. Buy smart. Reload when you can. Dry fire when you can't. And back your local crew. Hit the range. It's the heartbeat of what we do. And don't sit quiet. Join. Donate. Vote. The Second Amendment needs you now. So, keep your mags loaded, your powder dry, and your aim true. This is Survival Gear Showcase, where freedom's a lifestyle, not a buzzword. Like and follow for more gear reviews, tips, and straight talk. We've got your six.